Greetings everyone, welcome to Virgo season and welcome to our Virgo season kickoff. The sun will be in Virgo from August 22nd to September 22nd, and we are changing physically, mutable earth energy. We are doing the self-reflection necessary to be a more valuable version of ourselves, to attract more valuable opportunities, to let go of everything that's been holding on to our energy, that is just holding on to our energy. You know what I mean? So the sun will be doing this cleansing and purifying of our minds, our body, our spaces, our environments over the next month. And we want to lean into this without going overboard and shifting into a space of self-criticism that can evolve into self-hatred. We want to be careful not to, we're gonna get into that space, right? So it's really important to be aware of when you're shifting into the space of like being overly critical of yourself, your life, the people in your life. That's when you know you need to take a step back. Virgo season requires us to spend time in solitude because we need it. We have a lot to do, a lot to create, a lot to build, a lot to resolve, a lot to attract, right? And it needs our focus. But we're also a bit heavy with our energy and beliefs, so that can make it a bit difficult to connect with anyone who is not in alignment with those beliefs and those tendencies and the I'll just say ways of being. So if you find yourself again shifting into this highly critical space, you just need to be alone. You need to spend some time alone, or you need to be around people that balance you out, that easily fit, and keep going through those cycles, because this energy can pull you over and over into that space of just being too hard on people or being too hard on yourself. We want to grow and leave behind situations, versions of ourselves that are just, that was the old us. It just, we're no longer that person anymore. We don't move in that way anymore. We want to leave those situations behind without destroying. We just want to do the work of growing, right? Do the work. The Eight of Pentacles. Focus in on the work. Focus in on what's building, right? Lean away from destructing what was and lean towards building something worthwhile. Yeah? So for some of you, that may mean you were focused on love, you were focused on romantic dynamics, or we can even say you've romanticized certain aspects of your life. And Virgo, being on the Virgo Pisces axis, loves to burst those romanticized illusions and brings you to the heart of whatever the truth is of that opportunity, that relationship. It brings you to the heart of it. It brings you to the heart of it. So thank you, Virgo season, for bursting our illusions around love, around this perfect life that we want to attract. And let me kind of be a little bit sensitive to that bursting of illusions, because it is funny, because Pisces, the Virgo Pisces axis is just funny, when you can see yourself from that outside perspective and very spiritual perspective and very adult perspective. It's just funny to look at yourself and be like, ha 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 ha, like that's how I was thinking. Wow, I was so inexperienced and so naive, or whatever. It's funny, right? But for some, it's really, you're in it. You're in the thick of it. The Ace of Swords and the Three of Swords. This is, for many, a breakup, a relationship that it has, you're not together anymore and you're not going to be together, and it hurts a lot. The Three of Swords, the truth of it, the reality of it hurts so much. And it's okay to give yourself time and space to feel that pain, to release, to physically adjust to who you are now, because that version of your life together just will not be the same. And you know, we take that pain very seriously, and I want you to take your time day in and day out to process this breakup, this disillusion of a relationship in your life. Yeah, you need time to physically adjust and emotionally adjust, mentally adjust. Yeah, and that's okay. Yeah. Now for some, this isn't a breakup, romantic breakup, a friendship breakup, you know, family breakup, whatever it's, maybe it's not necessarily you breaking up, it's just you coming again into this very adult awareness of how the people around you think, what they thought of you, how they were interacting with you because of what they thought of you, and those truths are just so hurtful to the pride, to the ego, to the heart. And it makes you want to be alone, because it's like, wow, I mean, this is the Virgo Pisces axis at full force here. This is the shadow of people that they would never let you see, but when you sit and you spend time alone for a little bit, you see exactly what they were seeing, and it's heartbreaking. It's very heartbreaking. But what Virgo energy teaches us is that sometimes growth isn't pretty, and becoming that really excellent version of yourself in whatever area of your life, your love life, career, your sorry, my friends are out. We are currently in Thailand on my best friend's birthday trip. I'm resting my ankle, so stayed home, and they went out exploring. So I'm like, are they here? But they're not here yet. So we continue. It's not easy coming into that awareness of how people think, growing and being more refined. You know, people that you see who you think, oh my gosh, they're so amazing, they likely had to go through this, is pretty much what I'm trying to say. And so you're going through that because it's refining you in ways that, you know, it's not that you have to change who you are to meet what other people want, but there are some truths that come out of this that do renew you. The Ace of Swords, even though this Three of Swords is next to this Ace of Swords is a new mind. This is a new way of thinking, a new way of communicating, a new way of being, creating, building. And it's the Ace of Swords is a level of clarity that moves things. It's also protective. It's a sword. So maybe, you know, there is a level of distance that you need. There is a level of intellect that you needed to develop through having those experiences. You know, Virgo energy, very smart, very, very smart. But it's almost like, I mean, we're almost in Libra energy. We've got Libra energy coming in. But Virgo energy is very much so an energy of, you know, beauty is pain, right? That beautiful moment, that more perfected version of you comes through a level of a pain, right? So don't be afraid of those truths. I know they're hard to process, but you're processing them. And the season is going to help you process them, and the season is showing you that you needed this information. Even if it feels really heavy and difficult, you needed this information. Now, if you find yourself going through a breakup, you may just need time. You just need time, to process it. You need time to build back up the resilience to even want to start over. And right now, it might just be best to just vibe with people, date non-seriously, just vibe, right? This is like, just connecting, but it's like good-hearted here with the spiritual card. Like, it's not like trying to like get anything out of anyone or control anyone emotionally. Like, it's just about good vibes and building each other up. And if things form into something amazing, great. And maybe that's the best way to call this love into your life anyway, from a very chill space. You have love to give. It's, this breakup didn't completely remove you of any compassionate feelings and any romantic feelings. It's just you need time to heal. And yeah, so lean into that. But when Venus enters Libra, we are very romantic. But like I said, there are many of you who need time to heal from these breakups. And if this isn't in a romantic sense where, like I said, you're not breaking up, you just realize a lot of things about the people around you and how they think and how they see you, and it's really hurtful, there is this opportunity and this strength that comes around when Venus enters Libra on August 29th that allows you to connect with people from this knowing of how they think, and be protective of your mind, your heart, your time. And it allows you to stay in those opportunities, stay in those relationships, friendships, whatever dynamic, careers, without putting yourself at risk of being so hurt. You're emotionally invested in a healthier way. And that's also hard to admit that, like, man, maybe I was moving forward and I was just, the Three of Swords and Seven of Cups, I was just so confused. Like, I had no idea what I was actually doing within these connections. And when you admit that to yourself, you're just like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. I was too emotionally invested, right? Like, admitting that is like, how could you say that? Like, I was just loving. Sometimes you're too emotionally invested, and you need to take a step back. And taking that step back initially might feel like a crime, but when things are scattered, or when you're not really sure of the level of investment someone has in you, an opportunity has in you, when you don't really know someone at that deep level just yet, which takes time depending, sometimes the best thing to do is to pull back that emotional investment and, work at a very fair level, which is definitely giving Venus in Libra. So we have so much more to talk about. We'll get into the transits for Virgo season and how these transits are impacting your sign in your readings, which I'll be recording on Soleil the African Witch, so be sure to subscribe. The Virgo season playlist, The Retreat, is out now on Apple Music, and the link is in the description. And you will be able to access your extended readings on Patreon, so be sure to click on the Patreon link in my description and sign up for your tier. So if you're a Virgo, you'll sign up for the Virgo tier to access your extended readings for this season and previous seasons. All right, guys, welcome to Virgo season. I will see you in your readings now. Bye.